Hi, I'm Robert Peters. I'm a real estate attorney and I'm also an investor. I have a degree in real estate from Florida State University, and I'm here to talk to you today about tax deeds and quiet title actions. I suspect that you are a real estate investor or you would not be watching this video. I have also been an investor in tax deeds, so I've been on both sides, from investor and as an attorney quieting title for folks. I want to talk to you about quiet titles. I know the first question you might have is what the heck is a quiet title action? Well, it's really just a fancy word for a lawsuit that you file against the prior owner and any other parties or entities that may have an interest in the property. That might be lien holders, it might be mortgage holders, it would be the prior owner. All those people have to be sued in the quiet title action for you to establish your absolute right. And what you're aiming for is for the judge to issue an order saying that you are the owner of the property, nobody else has any right, title, claim, or interest to the property. And that's kind of the ultimate goal. Now, the second question I'm sure that's on your mind is I got a deed from the county. It's called a tax deed. It was issued by the county. Surely that's good title, and surely that will trump anything that's out there. Well, surely you're wrong. You will most likely sell this to a buyer who is going to get a loan. That lender will require title insurance. That title search will require a title insurance company to get involved. They will notice that you bought the property on a tax deed, and they will require a quiet title action. You might ask, why are they going to require a quiet title action? And that's very simple. The first reason they want to is they've had claims before for people against by insuring properties that had quiet, or that by insuring properties that were purchased on tax deeds. The first thing they're going to look at is, did the county tax collector use the proper procedure when they were in notifying the owner and conducting the sale of the property? The second thing you have to understand is that federal liens can trump your tax deed, whether that's a federally insured mortgage or whether that's a federal tax lien. So, and there are other interests. The other interest that can possibly trump your tax deed is the owner, the prior owner of the property, can claim that he paid the taxes. And if he can prove that, now, as a practical matter, I don't know that I've ever seen a prior owner show that he paid the taxes, but the courts will give him an opportunity to have his say and to prove that they did pay the taxes. So for all those reasons, a quiet title action is required. It's necessary. It's making the title to your property marketable. And if you wait until you have a buyer and try to close and then find out, you're going to lose your buyer, because it's going to take 3, 4, 5, 6 months for an attorney to quiet title to the property. So the smart thing to do as an investor is clean up your title now before you have a buyer, so that when you find a buyer, you're ready to go. The way we do things is we charge $100 for a title search. And that title search becomes my blueprint for what is necessary to clean up your title and to do a quiet title action. When I get that back, I give you a call and we go over it and kind of give you a range of attorney's fees that would be required to clean up the title. Typical attorney's fees are between $1,500 and $2,500. You also have costs of filing the lawsuit. You have costs of serving people, which can add to the cost. The time frame, you're talking 2, 3, 4, 5, sometimes as much as 6 months to get this process done. It depends on how convoluted and complex the prior interests were, and it's not unusual in these cases. A lot of times you're dealing with heir property, where there were, a family member died and left it to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 children, and there's all kind of issues and problems associated with the property. So, if you'd like us to help you with a quiet title action, we can do these all over the state of Florida, because typically a court appearance is not required, either by you or by my office. So we can handle things down in Okeechobee County as well as we can in Duval County. So if you need some help, come see us at FloridaQuietTitle.com. That's FloridaQuietTitle.com, or call us at our Jacksonville office, 421-6907. That's area code 904-421-6907. We'll be glad to help you out with your quiet title and your tax deed issues. Thank you.